Have you seen my brush? Where's my brush? That is what you're going to be asking yourself when you purchase this round wood handlebar bristle brush from my website. I'm trying to tell you, it helps me to get through this natural hair with ease, even when I don't part the hair. As you see, I usually have hair this thick in about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 sections, and starting from the nape area, and then I'll blow dry up. But what I learned with using this board brush is you need to blow dry from the top back, for the simple fact we're chasing the moisture away from the scalp. And that's important, to chase the moisture away from the scalp, chase it downwards. If we start from the nape area and go up, we'll be chasing it up. And we know gravity and water does not work in that way unless you have major wind. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about how to get through that hair when using this board bristle brush, and just start from the top and stroke it. I know some people, round brush, like take it in a circles. For me, it tears up the wrist. It just does. And I don't know, it just tears up the wrist. And her hair, we're not blow drying for the purpose of styling it. We're blow drying for the purpose of really getting it nice and straight enough to get through, so that we can do our foundation for our service that we're prepping her for, which is a quick weave. And that's what this video is about. It is about doing a quick weave and doing the proper foundation for a quick weave, and why it is important to give a good foundation for a quick weave, especially when you know that they last up to about a month and a half. And normally, our clients wear their quick weaves for a month and a half. And this is how it looks, completely blow dried out. That's why I love that brush. I absolutely love that brush. Now I am carving her. That's what most people call it parting. I say carving. You know why? Because whatever we carve out, that's what we're going to use to eat the girls down with the hairstyle that we're going to create. Okay. So we are carving out her edges. And as you can see, I am using my, the end of the rat tail comb in order to determine how much to leave out. And now when I say I'm using the end of the rat tail comb, you probably saw other YouTubers show you this, but that is the perfect way to do it, to know how much hair is left out. When you cannot see the rat tail comb completely through it, that means you have enough hair out that will give you a flawless, seamless, versatile install. And now we're going to go back behind her ear. And you don't want to part in a square type of shape when it comes the ear. Follow the curve of the ear when it comes from around the ear. And you see how I started from the back and came forward? It allowed me to follow the curve of the ear and the curve of the head at that time. And look, you see, that's not a straight part. That's a curved part, because I'm following the shape of her ear. That's how it's naturally flowing. And it goes and it flows so much better when you follow the shape of the head when parting out for a versatile or even a 360 sew in and or quick weave. But this is the foundation for a quick weave. And I'm going to get her nice and parted out so that I can braid her up, so that we can get this process going. And I really, the foundation, this part that I'm doing, this is what set the amateurs and the professionals apart. Let me tell you why. Because as a professional and even as an amateur, we know that our client cannot see this, right? We know that our client can't see this. And now, in knowing that our client can't see the foundation under the quick weave or under the netting for the cap, it's up to us to make sure that that hair is put away properly, so that it will still be growing properly up under the quick weave and or sew in and or wig. Please, ladies and gentlemen, don't put what I know to be called thrower braids in as a foundation, meaning just throwing her some braids in her head, because it makes for a lumpy install, and then all of that hair jumbled up for such a long period of time. If you one of those ones that require your client to come back to when they get their hair taken down, or you are blessed enough to have a loyal client that comes back to you to get their hair taken down, either you or the client has to take that hair down. Now, we said at least 6 weeks to 6 to 8 weeks that this install can last, right? Now you got to imagine all that hair, because you did this folded method like this. Especially, do not do this method for a sew-in. Only do this method for a quick weave, please, because you really just don't want to do this method for a sew-in. I mean, you just don't. But do this method for a quick weave. You see, she has thin braids that are coming, and they're not even super thin. They not. I'm just taking my time to make sure that they thick but thin enough that they'll give me a flat foundation, making sure that they not tangled up. I don't understand. Y'all just be throwing. We're not talking about y'all. We talking about the people that are professionals, that's looking for proper examples of how to do a proper foundation for a quick weave. And this is how you do it. I promise you, this is how you do it. You see, we got good hair. We got a good amount of hair left out all the way around, because this is a versatile middle part quick weave. But we are taking our time to do this foundation, which is the most important part of any and every hairstyle. It's the foundation, and really the foundation of any and every hairstyle actually starts at the bowl. It don't even start in the chair. It starts at how you shampoo and condition their hair before you go in and blow dry it and get it together for the foundation. I mean, that's where the health of the hair is, and that's where heck, I could say people, because I could say men are going through a lot of hair thinning problems too, due to the way that they are not properly shampooing, even at the barber shop. And I don't understand why barbers don't shampoo more. It'll really help with male pattern baldness if they got their hair shampooed at the barber shop. Anyway, we're doing this great foundation for this quick weave, and you see, I'm not snatching through her hair. I'm just making sure that everything is nice and smooth, and the end of the braids are put up into the next braid so that I can braid it down. I do not go fast, but I do not go slow, but I do not go fast. I make sure that I am pulling my hair completely through my fingers before I go in and pinch up the next section of hair to add to the previous section. I mean, doing it like that at this pace, and those steps going through my head as I stroke through and braid through the client's hair, it kind of like ensures that it's going to be flat. It really does, So we're going to use the Morning Glory. No, I did not record that, because come on, okay? It's free. This is free. Come on. But we're going to go in, because this is a quick weave. We're going to go in and silk press all of her leave out around the edges and in the front, I believe, but definitely around the edges, so that we can install and we can see how it's flowing as we're going. You know what I mean? And that's just me silk pressing the leave out, just so we can make sure that it all blends in. Taking thin sections. Listen, the value, if you're one of those stylists that work or consider their value to be how fast they work, I feel so sorry for you. I feel so sorry for you if you are one of those stylists that, you got to be working, you got to be moving very, very fast to get through clients, because you got 12, 13 of them lined up and this and that. That's not how I move. Actually, it's not. The fact that I take about 5 clients a day. That's it. That's all. That's why those slots are so valuable, because I only take 5 clients a day. Now, 5 clients a day at 3 hours a client, 2 to 3 hours a client, 2 to 3 hours a client. I promise you, 2 to 3 hours a client. That's a 15-hour day. I don't have any service that I do in under 2 hours. I don't, not even my silk press. Not even my silk press, because I don't play games at the bowl, and I don't play games when I'm silk pressing. And if you saw my videos, you see the thin slices that I take when I silk press, the love that is in the silk press. I don't play no games. So I take about 5 clients, and listen, I think 15 hours a day is pretty good hours to be working, okay? Most people is searching for an 8-hour day. I do 15 hours a day when I am working, okay? So with that being said, I can take my time with my clients and make love to their hair and make sure that it is all done correctly when it comes to the foundation care. That is so important. When it comes to the foundation care, when it comes to how thick or thin the parts are for her service, because y'all be trying to, some stylists try to blow through the hair so fast because they're probably not even present enough to be in the room with the client, using super large sections, and you know, it's just crazy. But I make love to my clients' hair, be it an install, natural, a color. Everything that I do is about love and making love and showing love and standing in love with the client's hair, with the finished product, with the finished result in mind. That's just what I do. Now we're laying the tracks usually in a horseshoe, which is all the way from temple to temple, especially when we're doing a middle part. We're going to bring that track all the way around up to the out parts of the middle part of our leave out. The out part of the middle part, the out section of the leave out. Don't bring it into the leave out where you have to slice through the leave out to bring it to the part. No, around the leave out. And it's going to make those tracks fall in the face, which that's what we want with a middle part. Unless, you know, you have those clients that are like, I want a middle part, but I don't want no hair, you know, in my face, which you can do that too. Just stop at the temples more so than going up to the part. And yeah, you can achieve a middle part with no hair falling in the client's face. You surely can. But we are installing 3 bundles, and she brought me some, what do you call that? Where she said she got this hair from? She said she got this hair from, oh my God. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she said Amazon. I don't know, but I believe she did say Amazon. But and then, like, I showed her, we put in a 22, 20, and an 18, and the bundles were so thin. If you can see, I actually doubled all the way through the whole hairstyle. I doubled. You know, I was anticipating more volume, but when you buying bundles from Amazon, you know, it's a hit or miss with Amazon. You don't know which vendors to go to on Amazon, because that's all Amazon is a bunch of vendors under one roof, you know. So if you don't know which vendor to go to, and I don't know which vendor to go to on Amazon, I do not deal with Amazon hair, and to save on the cost of hair, she went to Amazon instead of purchasing from me, and that's all right. Come to me for the service. My biggest thing when it come down to servicing people is what? Foundation. I don't care if you go to somebody else and get your hair did. I got clients that come to me to get shampooed with a color to go get braids. Okay? That's how much people understand that, oh, Isha gonna take care of my hair. Regardless of what, Isha gonna take care of my hair. And that's how you should be as a hairstylist too, because that's what they hired us for. I'm a hairstylist. I'm not just a stylist. I'm a hairstylist. Now at this point, we are at about the halfway through the second bundle or what have you. Yeah, from where I see us at on here. Halfway through.
That knocking was a client walking in now. This is a whole nother day that I'm doing this section of the voiceover, so it may sound a little different, but that's all right. That's all right. We still are focused on putting love in this hairstyle. That's what it's about, putting love in this hairstyle. And it's really a great protective style the quick weave is, especially when you making sure that foundation is laying flat and secure. Because real talk, nobody wants anything lumpy in their head. You know what I mean? It's some women that will take a ponytail down if they can't sleep right. And if you got a big old lump of hair in the nape area of your head, part of your foundation, to a hairstyle that you have to wear for months, come on now. Anyway, I'm laying these tracks to perfection, and we're talking about life and different things of that nature that we talk about when we are doing hair. You know, I love this young lady because she has such inspiration and aspirations about where she wants her life to go. And she just has to make a decision on which direction she wants to go. And we were talking about real estate and all, and that's why I love servicing young adults with goals and aspiration that just need a little advice. When it comes to young adults, I'm the perfect person to be over their head, pouring into them, doing their hair, because they are the future. They truly, truly are. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to stop talking here and just let you all see this beautiful end result. You won't see me putting layers, you won't see me putting curls, but you will see the end result. Thank you for stopping on my channel. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And if you would like to book me, follow my Style Seat link if you're anywhere in the Chicagoland South Suburb area. Thank you.